today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Now, the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now a carry for Sanders. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the 45 on 2nd down, Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, down at the 31. Hurts going to take this himself, finding room to the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage. And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it,
touchdown! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. Play action. It's Fields. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They snap it to Fields. That's complete. It's Dazz Newsome. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That pass taken in by Newsome. Fields throwing again. Complete to Newsome. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Working with a 2nd and 4. A give to Cohen. He heads right. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is connect the tight end. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now it's Fields. Flush to his right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. And remember, this is the number 1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Hurts. And that is incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Let's take it inside his own 40. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Escaping the pressure right. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2nd down and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. But first down, Hurts. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jabari Zuniga in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So we now proceed to the start of the second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Throwing is Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 13. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. That's taken it around the 40. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to Mooney. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. The screen pass here to Cullen. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing again is Fields. A high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they hadn't called on him at all in until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's third down. From the gun. Booth. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Back to throw again. That's caught by Myers. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jacoby Myers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there. They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Open man is Newsome. He's got it. And he will have the Bears first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Fields on first down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
A nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hansen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. On on the give. This is Cohen. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. And now Anderson is slow to get up. Staying down after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Santos with the extra point. They will take a 7-point lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And they take a knee. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bears, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at